again, and welcome back to the Religious Education Initiative. This is week 18 of year 3, day 1. As we begin the new year of 2023, we're going to continue for one more week to pause. We'll continue to pause, yes, from our normal narrative readings and return once again to the book of Proverbs. This book, written by a father seeking to provide good guidance to his son, and by extension to all of us, directs us to walk the narrow path of faithfulness, avoiding the common temptations and holding fast to the Lord in all things. It is therefore a good way to begin the new year. As a note for parents, the previous chapter, which we have not read and will not, is a warning against sexual immorality, especially what the text calls the loose woman. But it seems to be a warning against any dealings with prostitution. We may extend it in the present day to be a warning against the manifold, the ubiquitous sexual immorality in our society, whether on the internet or elsewhere, and against the evils and dangers of pornography as well. So parents of teenagers may wish to consider reading Proverbs chapter 5 with their children, or reading it themselves and then sharing relevant elements with their young people. Think about it. Don't be required. Just if you're looking for good advice, it's there. So, this is chapter 6. My child, if you have given your pledge to your neighbor, if you have bound yourself to another, you are snared by the utterance of your lips, caught by the words of your mouth. So do this, my child, and save yourself, for you have come into your neighbor's power. Go, hurry, and plead with your neighbor. Give your eyes no sleep, and your eyelids no slumber. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hunter, like a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, you lazy bones, consider its ways, and be wise. Without having any chief, or officer, or ruler, it prepares its food in summer, and gathers its sustenance in harvest. How long will you lie there, O lazy bones? When will you rise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed warrior. A scoundrel and a villain goes around with crooked speech, winking the eyes, shuffling the feet, pointing the fingers, with perverted mind, devising evil, continually sowing discord. On such a one, calamity will descend suddenly, in a moment, damage beyond repair. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that hurry to run to evil, a lying witness who testifies falsely, and one who sows discord in a family. My son, keep your father's commandment, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them upon your heart always, tie them around your neck. When you walk, they will lead you. When you lie down, they will watch over you. And when you awake, they will talk with you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching is a light, and the reproofs of discipline are the way of life, to preserve you from great sin and destruction. It actually doesn't say great sin and destruction. It gets a little bit more specific, and then the chapter continues with more of a particular sort of evil that the father is warning his child against. If you want to know what it is, open a Bible. Verse 25 continues. But I think, we read these passages from Proverbs 3 times a year, actually. At the beginning of September, at the beginning of January, and then again at the beginning of the summer. And the point is so that we who are conducting these readings together may be consistently reminded of the importance of teaching our children well, and the importance of teaching them the right things. So not just how to read, not just how sending them to school, not just how to make money, but how to live. And there are warnings here against several different kinds of mistakes. The first half of this is sort of the negative side. The positive admonition would be do your own work and be faithful in it. But we get the negatives instead, which is in the first little bit, the bit about don't give your pledge to someone else, to a neighbor, and the second half, don't be lazy, do your work. But both of these are kind of connected. The first bit from verse 1 to 5, we could say, more generically, don't get caught up in get rich quick schemes. If someone comes and says that they've got a great investment and they just need you to give them your life savings, and everything will come out great, well, then you've given your pledge to your neighbor. You've bound yourself to another. We could see some of the various different stock market collapses in which people got really caught up in investing in stuff that just seemed like it was going to go up and up and up and up and up, and then it crashed, and they were left with nothing. This is the sort of thing that this passage is warning us against. But it could as easily be, we bump into a neighbor when we're walking in the street. Now, they're not saying, help me, please. They're saying, give me your money, invest with me. That's what the pledge is, undersigning, countersigning, underwriting, some investment that they want to make. We don't know them. And the promise, the reason we would do that, why would we do that? Not to help them, but because we think we're going to get a profit. We think we're going to get easy money. The point is simply, there is no such thing as easy money, which is why I think he follows with go to the ant, consider the ant's ways and be wise. Because the ant doesn't look for cheap and easy ways to get by. It works with discipline and consistency. So that's the first half. Do your work, do it with faithfulness, do it with discipline, and don't look for easy. Don't look for get rich schemes. Easier said than done, because this sort of thing is all over the place. Internet ads are full of get rich schemes. The second half here is warning our children against actually causing harm, actually doing evil, warning against crooked speech, sowing discord, and saying, these are the things, the disruption of peace. These are the things that will destroy us. These are the things that God hates to see in human existence. And we would hate to see our children do these things. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, hearts that devise wicked plans, feet that hurry to evil, lying witnesses who testify falsely, and sowing discord in the family. We can all attest to the harm, the damage that is done by such things. We need to teach our children not to do these things. And then the final thing is really just a little bit of an ode to good teaching. So that's what's going on here. The final takeaway, we need to not just give our children life and help them, make a living, but we need to teach them how to live. We teach them both by example and with our words. So may the Lord grant us wisdom and strength to walk this path with faithfulness in this new year of 2023. God bless you all. That's it for day one. See you shortly for day two.